Okay, let me know when you're
I'ma save it. Cause I like it. I like it. I should have renamed that shit. But it's okay.
Hey babes, welcome back to Broken Hearts. I'm Zen and this is Paulina.
And today we'll be talking about having a support circle for yourself.
So, support group. You know, for the longest time, I didn't have a lot of people there for me. I would say until like 2015 to 2000. Actually to present. You know, I have this friend, and she was there for me, and she would take me in for anything, you know. I would be like an adopted family member, and there would be like times when I'm feeling down, and I'm always wondering, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, what do I do to deserve this? Because I feel like she's such a great person, and I've never had that. And before all of this, before I had her in my life, I literally had no one to talk to. So what I'm saying is, during those times, there was a big, you know, a part of me that was depressed, and I was taking medications for that. And I know I had to stop that. I know I had to snap out of it. So, you know, slowly, you know, I let people into my life, and that's where she came in. And you know, she was always there when I had like guy troubles or work problems, or even the fact that I got evicted once. I know you don't know that, I know. And me and my kids had to live in a room in one of her bedrooms for a while, and that's when I knew, you know, like, damn, I had to get my shit together, like, quick. Not just like, it wasn't that there wasn't any thinking. I just had to like change a lot of things in my life, and get myself going. So what I'm saying is, like, it's very important to have, it doesn't matter how many people you have, as long as there's someone there to support you, because you don't know when you're gonna be in real deep shit, you know, that you're gonna need freaking help, and you're gonna need help fast. And you don't want to be that person, you know, who's always asking for favors, and then you're not there for them. And when some shit happens and you really need their help, they're not there because you're basically just using them in a way, you know what I mean? It's only convenient for you, not for them. So you gotta like give it back as well. What I'm saying is, you know, with her influence in my life, and that's what changed me too as a person, because now I have all these friends and on this circle, and you know, they love me and I love them, and I know that if something happens, I have their back and they have my back. Like, not like the getaway, like, you know, like fighting, like, oh, I got your back, bitch, you know,
We go clack this bitch.
yeah. But it's more like, oh man, you're having money troubles, like, I'll help you out, you know, you need a place to stay, I'm here, you know, little stuff like that.
That's
and
beautiful.
I know. And I try to take that what my friend gave me before, and I try to like disperse, give back to more people, you know.
Oh, paying it forward.
Yeah, but to more people, you know. So that way they can do the same, and it doesn't end there, you know. Like, if I you know, made an impact in somebody's life, I hope that they definitely do the same to others, you know. So yeah, and that's where I am now, and I eliminated all my former toxic friends. If you don't hang out with me, especially from this year, then you know what happened.
You didn't make the cut, bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like that's how you know it. I'm sorry. It was too toxic, and I know who's gonna be there for me, and vice versa.
That's beautiful.
How are you and your little circle, support system, friends? Anyone you call friends?
Yeah. Well, luckily for me, I was able to find, surprisingly, and when I was in one of my darkest times for me, for example, last year, 2019 alone was shitty of a year, and only a few selective people know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shit went down. I think that was the worst year of my life. But luckily, through all of that, I was able to find a really good support system. Like a lot. That's when I did realize that there were people there all along for me. Like they were there. I just never reached out because I often self-isolated myself. And also because back then I was still working graveyard shift and I was never there.
Right.
So I never realized that there were people out there, for example, my family. Often my family, I would never see them, but then once, because I do live with 2 family members, and this whole time they've been supportive. Like when they asked me to move in, even I was shocked. I was like, "Are you sure? You sure you want to do this?" But they say yes. We want to help you. We want to be there for you.
That's good.
We want to let you know that you're not alone.
That's good. Aww.
And I was very lucky, and I'm very thankful for them. And I do have a couple of friends, maybe 4 or 5 friends that, often, we check up on each other, or it's mostly them checking up on me because it's hard for me to reach out to people still.
You're learning.
Yeah, it's a learning process, but still, it's still very good. So I'm very thankful for them as well.
I know it's hard, but try it little by little. Like just checking on you. Like just recently too. Like I would text my friend. I actually texted her too, and I would just say like, "Hi, how are you doing? You know what? Hopefully you have a good day today, because like where I used to work, where she currently works right now, it sucks. It's retail, so it's a little bitch, and sometimes just like a little comment, little text, saying that like, I hope your day goes good, or like, I hope you have a good day. Just simple as that. Like it lets them know that, oh wow, that person actually cares for me, and it's not just a one-way friendship, So I know like you're getting used to it, or we're all getting used to it, but it just takes that one little text to just one person, and then it'll feel more comfortable,
Yeah.
That's how I got used to it. Just one person at a time, and then
go from there. Yeah, and I remember hearing like this quote, or this saying, this phrase back in 2008. I think it was 2008 or 2007. I was in college. I remember that, and it said, I'd rather have 5 close friends than 200 acquaintances. And it said, take quality over quantity. And that's when I realized, yeah, that is true. Because during that time as well, I didn't really have close friends that I remember. I was often by myself. I didn't really talk to anybody either. And also that's also a few years in where I started self-isolating. And that's when I realized, you need to have people around.
Yeah. But then again, like, like our past, I don't know how your past was, but what sucked, and it wasn't only my marriage that probably ended all my friendships. It was just people in general, like coworkers, for example. You try to be close to them and, tell them like really, really personal things that you hope they don't tell anyone. But then again, they betray your trust, and they're like, and then you hear it from some other person, and they're like, and you're like, how do you know that? And like, well, so and so told me. And so then that's how it goes. Like like I want to say that I was by myself, but actually I wasn't. In a way, I would open up to people that I would think that would respect my my privacy. And these people would just turn around and be like, Zen did this, or she's doing this, or it's just I can't even give an example because it was just so far back, but those are examples, and I didn't appreciate that. And then that's when I started shutting down. I'm like, I don't want to like even talk to anyone anymore. And they ruined it, they ruined it. So I don't know if you can relate or you have something similar, but
oh, I do.
Okay.
Quite a couple.
Yeah.
Quite a couple.
Yeah.
But so I didn't really want to talk about this so soon, but it's a prime example of making sure you know the right people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did mention last year was my most difficult year, and mainly when I knew I had hit rock bottom was when I tried to commit suicide early in the year. I've made peace with it now, and I sort of made a deal with God that I said, if I make it through this, if somehow I come out at the end of the tunnel in like a little bit, I won't try it again. So I haven't.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and at the time, I was working graveyard. I had just come out of a relationship. It was a complete scandal at my job because it was a coworker that I was dating. But I don't want to get into that. But so when word did get out about what had happened to me, what I was trying to do. And when that happens, you're put in a 72-hour hold. And you don't know what's going on. And pretty much when I came back, when I was finally released, and I had a hold of my phone, I was able to turn it on, and one of my coworkers, she was texting me like, dude, what happened? I heard everybody at work knows what happened. What's going on? I'm worried. Are you still alive? Please tell me you're still alive. And like it got so crazy that I found out through my roommate at the time, so this chain was just freaking insane to me. So my roommate told, like, she had at her job, she worked somewhere else, something in the medical field as well, but she worked with somebody that used to work where I used to work.
Mm-hmm.
And even he heard about me.
Oh my God.
He heard about me, my situation. And I asked her, how the fuck does he know about me? I don't even know this person. I've never heard of this person. Mm-hmm. And she did ask him. And he said, oh, I heard it from who used to be the manager at my job.
Wow.
So I was completely shocked. I mean, I didn't think it would get that far out.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I'm ready to go. I'm done with this. I'm done with life, with everything. And I remember, because I was off work for about a month, I had to take what is called, snaps, I forgot the name of the program. It's like a program where you have to, you take 4 weeks off from work, mm-hmm. and you have to go to therapy sessions every week.
Oh, wow.
Like, you can't do anything else. Your whole purpose during those 4 weeks is to make yourself get better. You have therapists, you have counselors on you, like making sure you're making progress and making sure that you're putting yourself first.
Nice.
Be able to help you heal as well.
Wow.
So it was very hard. And finally when I was coming back to work, when I did come back to work, this guy, he's like one of my best friends now. So shout out to him. He knows who he is. And apparently he had heard my story as well, of course. And it was funny too, because he knew my story, but when I would say hi to him, he didn't realize it was actually me that did that. He didn't know it. And then when I finally like told him, I was like, because he was telling me, oh yeah, like I heard somebody try to kill themselves and this happened, and somebody showed up at her house, and then the cops showed up and she was taken away. And like I didn't say anything to him, you know, we weren't that close at the time. But then when he was telling me this, I'm looking at him like, dude, what the fuck, how did you hear about this? And he told me, oh, it was from somebody in daytime who heard it from one of the night shift supervisors. It was so, I was shocked. And I was like, and you didn't believe them? He's like, fuck no. He's like, I didn't think, he straight out said, I didn't think that was you. Mm-hmm. He's like, because he was one of the first people to tell me, he said, even when you're sad, you still give out like a good, like, happy vibes. Mm-hmm. Like, even if you're down, you still smile and say hi or hello. And even if you're tired, you look like shit, which most of the time I did because I was freaking like shit.
I mean, we're gonna press, right?
Yeah. And even after telling him that, he didn't judge me. He didn't think any less of me, which is, I got that a lot afterwards. Like, I got like that pity, like, oh, yeah, you did that, huh? Oh, like that pity look. And like the first week, it was horrible. Like, just everybody fucking knew. Anywhere I walked, they fucking knew. So, but even though all that, like he was a pretty good friend. He started off being a great friend, and to this day, yeah, he's one of my best friends.
So he was like, he's basically been there for you. He was one of your main like support system. Mm-hmm. After your little attempt.
Yeah.
That's good. Wow, that's great. And like that, honestly, that sucks. Like, I hope that does not happen to you again. Ever. Like, there shouldn't be a reason for you when you have like, you're starting to have more and more people in your lives, but that actually truly care, you know? Yeah. So, and that's what I believe too. I know that, I mean, if I didn't have my kids, I don't know how it would have been, but right now I know I have to stay strong because of my kids. But if I was really like a really weak person, I know I would have probably went that route too. But I can't say that right now, you know. I don't know. I really don't know. But there were like a lot of dark days, and I'm just glad that, you know, out of like freaking 1,000 people that I knew from this job, this big company, that like there was that one person that helped, you know, helped me out as well for everything, and I appreciate it. And that's how I feel like, you know what, maybe if I change my mentality and the way I talk to people, you know, like opposite of what everybody's doing right now, and maybe it can have a little change, like a little dent in the world, you know, because I'm not just trying to change myself, I'm just trying to make like everything, you know, much more positive and much more good, you know, just us having fun and just living life. I mean, you know, we only have one life, so we should make the best out of it. We shouldn't have all this drama. We should have a lot of support, you know? Yeah.
That's important. That's why it's important to have people, even if it's just one person.
Yeah.
You can slowly build from that, like, because, yeah, like when I was going through that patch, yeah, often people think that I try to kill myself because of the breakup that I had went through. But it wasn't just that. That was, for me, that was kind of like the last straw, because I was by myself too much. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I felt like my family thought I was a burden, that I had no friends, that I was alone. And I'm like, well, if I'm feeling this alone, yeah, who's gonna miss me when I'm gone? Like, it's a dark process, yes. Really. But yeah, like that really showed me that there is people who care. People reached out. even like my best friend, like him and his fiance, like I just love them. David and Ciara, like shout out to them. Even she defended me through something like that happened with my ex at work, and she didn't even know me yet.
Oh my gosh!
So I was like, I like her. I want her in my life.
Exactly.
I want her in
you
my life.
You want people to say that, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, and like when he was telling me with that little scenario, like what happened, and she was like, I don't even know you, and why are you talking so much shit about her, like me? You don't even fucking know what happened, so maybe you should keep those fucking rumors to yourself.
Exactly.
And yeah, like honestly, like I do. I fucking love them to death. I do. It's amazing. And like shout out to my friend Sandra as well. Like she was there with me too through my dark times. We were actually in the same department. That's how we met.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I know who you are.
Yeah, and like at first, you know, I did start with like just them three, and there's another friend as well. I didn't get his permission, so I won't say his name, but he was also there for me as well. He came to visit me a couple of times during that time when I was off work, and he even had like everyone sign me like a little gift, like a little get well card. It was so nice. So shout out to him as well. And then slowly from there, you know, I started building my circle up more. Like I started hanging out with like the cousins, and then slowly, like, you know, me and my sister and my siblings, we started getting closer together. And then slowly from there, I started branching out little by little, and they're like I feel the love and the support, and same as well. I try to return it as well, like making sure that people know that I'm there for them as well.
That's good. That's great. Wow. I know it's hard to achieve, like have great friends, and I know everybody wants that, you know. Because you never know. Sometimes, like, your friend could actually be your enemy, you know? Sometimes, and you don't know that, but, you know, you just have to, like, you risk it, you know, you risk it. It's like, it's a fucked up situation, but you just have to risk it. And, it's like, oh, well, you learn, you know, you live and you learn. And then what I want to bring up now is the dating app, because we keep, like, you know, making like fun jokes about it, but not the dating app part. Actually, it's the app called Bumble, and it's not fucking sponsored, but
Feel free to call us Bumble. We ready. We fucking ready. Let's go.
So during this time, you know, like see, yours was 2019, mine was 2017 when shit went down, you know. I can go on for that, but let's fast forward, and I only had that one friend, like I said, right, that took me in. So I was like, you know what, I need more friends. And honestly, I don't trust these coworkers. They're like little snakes, and they're just horrible people. You see them like for 8 hours, and you go home, you come back, and then like people know your business again. It's just like, oh Jesus Christ, fucking hate it here. But so I was like, I don't feel comfortable making more friends here at work. Right? So I decided, okay, maybe I should really start looking into like this app. And I think it was like the only friend app that I even know was Bumble. And I was like, well, this is pretty cool. It's kind of like that dating app that everybody's talking about, like Tinder, but just looking for a friend, you know, an actual friend, like, yeah, you know, nothing sexual, it's just friendship. And I thought it was like the coolest thing ever, because like on Bumble, like I saw a lot of these girls that had similar interests to me, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. So actually I have like 3 of them on my like Instagram, but then one of them I actually like met up, and like we've been close for like, it's gonna be like 2 years already. So as long as I've been with my boyfriend Anthony, so yeah, that long. It's like, I think I met her right before I met at like 1 month. So it's like, as soon as I became friends with this person, you know, I had like I went into a relationship, which is good, and I don't regret it. But you know, once you're in a relationship, it's like that's all your attention. So like that girl time kind of like went away for a little bit, but then we started it back up. So it was really nice, and I do recommend it. I do recommend, like, if you don't feel like you're comfortable within like your, you know, your current environment or settings or work setting, family settings, I mean, that's another option to try. You know, to just try out. And you never know, you might find your like best friend soulmate.
Yeah.
There, I mean, who knows?
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, seriously, like, no joke. And like, it's awesome. And like this girl introduced me to other girls, and I never thought I would see that again. Like, where I would hang out with a bunch of girls, drink, have fun, and just like not talk shit. Because the last time I ever hung out with girls, all they did was talk shit. All they did was like, oh, I'm gonna beat her ass. Like, it was so immature. I mean, like, we're fucking adults, and they're getting kicked out of clubs.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're getting arrested. Yeah.
Hell no. No, that's
Yeah.
too much. We grown. Come on now.
Yeah, they're getting arrested.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And they have fucking kids too. Like, it's like,
Mommy's
why
gone wild.
am I hanging out with these fucking moms that are like irresponsible? And it's just, I don't want to see my kids see me like that. You know what I mean? Like, with that influence. So this person that her name is Eliza, and she basically, she's a really good influence, you know, as a mom and as a friend, and like just like being a part of my circle. So yeah, and then it just goes on from there. Like, now I have like you guys too, the cousins, like the labels, the cousins, and like that's all I want to. That's all I, you know. Like, you guys are like, I just want to hang out with you guys all the time. And I texted cousin Joanna, well, my cousin Joanna earlier, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I miss you guys. Like, you have no idea. I freaking miss you guys. And you know, they're going through something right now at the moment, so it's like, so when everything's all good in the clear, can go party again. Well, like, just hang out. Yeah, just have fun. All we do is have fun and play some games, maybe. The last time we hung out over there, we were fucking dancing like it was a club at Halloween. Do you remember?
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god, we
I blanked out.
Oh, I was like, you don't remember?
Yeah,
and, like,
Halloween. That's right.
Halloween. It was like a freaking club, and I was like, this felt so like natural to me. It felt so nice, and we weren't even, I think we were sitting down towards the end, because, you know, everybody was calming down. Everybody's trying to like get rid of their buzz or their high.
Not to put nobody on the spot.
Yeah, but yeah, that was fun, and I can't wait.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, because they busted out the lights. They even have speakers with the like the LED lights on them. So much fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, that is true, because majority of my support group is you guys, especially, you know, them, and even before I actually started coming out more to the parties and stuff. Even Joanna, she would, you know, text me sometimes, her or Amanda, like, oh, you know, do you want to come to the party? You know, we're right here. But then by the time I wake up to get ready, you know, I would wake up and I'd have to get ready for work. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, I gotta go. And by then everybody was like done or all drunk and stuff. So it's like that. I didn't realize it too till after my incident. That, oh yeah, they have been there too.
Yeah.
They're there too as well.
You probably didn't like know at the moment, you know. You were just trying to like, you know, help yourself first in a way before you try to go out in the world. But yeah, friendship is one thing everybody should have. I know when I didn't have it, I know I was in my dark days when I didn't have my friendships. I would drink either a lot or I don't even like saying this. Oh my gosh, I would take like painkillers. I mean, not heavy stuff, but like, you know, stuff that would numb the pain. And it's a sucky feeling, and that's something we probably will get into the next episode and talk more about. But until then, just, you know, you guys have your small support circle, big support circle, whatever it is, and you know, this is all we have. That's all we have. Anything.
Yeah, it may feel like you're going out to be a burden, but to some people, when you realize you're not a burden, and that's very important that's very important to have in your life, especially if you're going through a dark time. No matter how big or small the problem may be or the situation, don't be scared to reach out. Don't be scared to ask for help if you need it. It's very important.
All right, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you on our next episode.
Stay tuned.